if you've just started learning an instrument or you are a musician in general, I want you to realize how powerful artists really are, right? You literally can name a bunch of songs that have basically shaped an entire generation, haven't you? All right. Now, knowing that, okay, literally songs in general, I've made videos about this before as well, but songs can literally affect you and entire populations actually, just in general, like the way that you think. And that sounds absurd, all right, but basically if you listen to things over and over again and it has lyrics to it, right, you're just gonna like tilt towards a certain way to this certain idea of thinking, right? Well, that may sound bad. It can be bad. I don't know if it's entirely bad or not. However, we can kind of use it to our own advantage. But basically, my suggestion to you is that if you aren't creating stuff as an artist, you should start. Okay. Now it's going to be a bit tricky because if you've never done it before, or if you have done it before, you probably thought it's kind of cringy and you don't really enjoy it, and you think like no one's going to like it. But that's all yourself. That's all your self doubt talking, and it's also the fact that like you basically never probably properly expressed yourself in this way before. Really think about it. Like imagine you grew a tail. So it's a really dumb example, but imagine you grew a tail. Now, what if someone asked you to just suddenly do tricks with it, hang off a tree? Do you think you could do it? Probably not, because you're trying to learn. You should literally be trying to learn how to use the tail at all, right? Like it literally flying about, and you literally spend like a year trying to control it. But basically, this is the exact same thing with music. Not as a destructive acting, maybe it's destructive, we'll have to see. But basically, you need to be patient with creating music and basically creating the lyrics in general, just creation in general, okay? Because it's just like growing a tail. You literally need to learn how to use it. You need to learn where you are, how to identify yourself with music, because it's just an expression and you've never really done it before. Just like moving a new tail, you just need to allow yourself to just go through the motions basically. Now, there are ways to actually learn to do this faster, right? You just literally search up on YouTube how to make a song, and then people will go through it's very similar steps, right? You can follow that if you want, or you can try your own thing, literally create a song with like, I don't know, four chords, very simply like a pop song, and then just try to apply lyrics to it. That's it. You can just do that if you want, but I just want you to start. Even if it's kind of dumb, I've literally made a song about beans before, but I just want you to start because really, music is just like it's just amazing. It is so fun, and the fact that some musicians don't create any music at all, I find that absurd because they are so talented and they are so interesting as a person as well. And when someone is quite interesting as well, you can find that they have a lot to say. They have their own stories as well. And if you think that you're not interesting, I'm gonna give you some like advice here, and you may not agree with me, but this is the same advice that my English teacher had told me with like stories and all. That basically, if you find that you can't tell like good stories, you basically need to live more of life. So if you find that you're basically not doing, if you haven't lived a lot of experience before, right? You're not pushing yourself to do something, then you find there's not a lot to say. If you're stuck doing the same thing, same boring things over and over again, there's not a lot to say about that. However, if you hone yourself, or not hone yourself, I guess this is kind of like a side thing. If you want to become really good at like creating songs, songs are basically just stories, aren't they? So you need to kind of like, you know, go on adventures, literally have new experiences and use them for your songs. Like literally, if you've never gone camping before, go camping, right? I literally, even recently for me, 2 months ago, I think yeah, I went like camping and I think I almost died. I'm pretty sure I almost died, yeah. Could not get any sleep, could not. I was freezing to death, I didn't wear any layers. Everyone else slept and I was the one dying. But I basically still had fun, which is strange. Basically, I could make a song out of that if I wanted to, because I could literally send myself back to that moment and then use those feelings or I can use all those experiences. The fact that I was literally so hungry and cold, however, it was kind of on me because I didn't wear enough. All right. So if you want to create stuff, you want to go through some experiences, right? Some new, exciting things that might give you some like anxiety. Okay, it can literally be anything, right? Because if you don't learn to express yourself as like an artist, it's going to be very hard to just like to find to have a lot of fun with the music. It's like missing out like this other half, this other world if you don't create at all. So just please give it a try because I want to make you the musician of the future. And if you found this video helpful, please subscribe. Okay, bye bye.